2004 Dodge Stratus SE.
Here we go, boys. Them Dodge brothers are at it again. Woo!
This is a 2004 Dodge Stratus SE finished in light almond pearl metallic clear coat.
Ah, Chrysler, we meet again, and this time we get to talk about Junior. You remember Junior, don't you? Yes, Junior, the one kid with that salty bowl cut that sat towards the window side of the classroom, peering out into a melodic daydream episode of Will My AP Statistics Grade Reflect the Hunger I Have for Apple Pie Crumble at lunch today?
It's 2004, and Baron Von Bullshit Rides Again was released by Modest Mouse. Facebook was founded by Mark Zuckerberg, and Michael Phelps wins 8 medals, becoming the first athlete to win 8 medals in non-boycotted Olympics. 2004 was an interesting year for cars, as many automakers were still trying to establish brand recognition and solidarity amongst new car buyers. This sort of recognition was no exception to Chrysler Group, which, by 2004, was jointly owned by Mercedes Benz. Wait a minute, hold up. You're saying that those silver star, anal retentive, over-engineered, embellished blokes from Deutschland owned Chrysler Corp? Blasphemy! Anyways, more on that later.
Gotta get back to talking about my Dodge. Oh yes, my Dodge.
The Dodge Stratus was introduced in February 1995 and was based on the mid-size four-door sedan Chrysler JA platform. It was released alongside the Chrysler Cirrus and Plymouth Breeze, which, as many Mopar guys would know, are known as the Cloud cars. Yeah, nothing more forgettable than naming your mid-size sedans after some floating mass of condensed water vapor. Real original, guys. The Stratus was available as a sedan originally, but by its second generation in 2001, a two-door coupe was offered. Power to these cars came from either the 2.4-liter EDZ 4-banger, a 2.7-liter EER V6, or a Mitsubishi-derived 3.0-liter 6G72 V6, and was offered with a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed fun-killer transmission. This particular example has the 2.7 V6, which features an aluminum block, cast iron cylinder liners, aluminum head, sequential multi-port fuel injection, dual overhead cans, and a timing chain. It makes 200 horsepower at 5,800 RPM and 190 foot-pounds at 4,850 RPMs, which, for a car that weighs a smidge over 3,000 pounds, is adequate power to get this down the road. It also returns 22 city miles per gallon and 30 miles per gallon on the highway, which were considered pretty good in the mid-2000s, even though imports a decade earlier were achieving those numbers by funneling gallons of Kool-Aid through the lower intestines of city slickers. This is a car for the guy that plays Pokemon Go at his college's library late at night, where only judgment can be passed by finding a Magikarp on the ground next to a section where books labeled "Animals I Want to Wrestle" are at. Welcome back to AWF Automotive Wrestling Federation! In this corner we have Chrysler Corporation, and in this corner we have Mercedes Benz. For today's match we have a battle of sudden death. Will the group from Auburn Hills prevail, or will the Titans from Stuttgart, Bavaria once again dominate? What's this? Are they- wait just a minute, folks, it appears the fighters are merging together. Alas, this dynamic duo appears to form Daimler Chrysler AG. And that right there is why Chrysler Group lost its way. Gone are the days that Lee Iacocca's leadership brought the K cars, the DSMs, and the AMCs of previous generations, only to be replaced by mediocre campaign slogans such as "Let's Refuel America" or "Imported from Detroit." I mean, hell, why the hell would you name your midsize sedans after clouds? And it's not like being owned by Mercedes was much better, bringing names like Crossfire and Pacifica and Sebring to the lot. Oh, and let's not forget the PT Cruiser, which is the automotive equivalent to a National Geographic article about circle jerking in the modern age. When Chrysler Corporation was purchased by Daimler in 1998, people initially thought the quality of the cars would increase with the ownership of a premium marque. This wasn't the case, however, with Dodge getting the lower end of the stick and suffered from part spin madness, shoddy engineering, and mediocre styling. Electrical problems? Common. Engine issues? Unexceptional. Apparently these issues resulted in engine sludge to premature water pump gasket failures to timing chain tensioner failure. And these quality issues are still apparent with the overseeing by FCA. Yes, I know. The Charger and the Challenger and Ram trucks and baby Jeeps make up for it, but for God's sake, get it together, guys. 2004 Dodge Stratus SE, a car for the guy who only gets meatball sandwiches from Subway because his choices for deli meats was ruined by the onslaught of Lunchables that plagued his childhood's food boxes long ago. This car is owned by my younger brother and serves as his daily driver and a chariot hauling band equipment around whenever necessary. Prior to owning this, he had a 1998 Oldsmobile 88 complete with a sagging headliner and beige interior, finished in the color of holy shit, it's 2 notches away from baby shit green.
Oh, looky here, you bought a Dodge Stratus. You're so grown up now, little brother.
Aside from the head gasket going out, less than a month of ownership, to the latest heat shield caressing electrical issue causing the car's inability to start, this car has been pretty reliable for my brother. It gets him from point A to point B, frequents road trips from Valdosta to Atlanta, and propels him to his irregular Starbucks addiction. He likes this car and it suits his needs, but when it comes down to it, he didn't dodge the bullet from picking his cumulonimbus-inspired family hauler. Oh well, at least this isn't a sob story.
No ass at all. No ass at all. It makes more power than my car does, though, so I can't say shit.